Once upon a time there were two brothers, Chris and Mark. From a young age, Chris was always hardworking and disciplined. He studied diligently, helped with chores, and took his responsibilities seriously. Mark, on the other hand, preferred to take it easy. He did just enough to get by and always looked for shortcuts. Years passed, and both brothers graduated. Because of his dedication, Chris finished with excellent grades and quickly landed a good job. Mark also found work, but he carried his old habits into his career. He didn't lose his job, but he never progressed, always doing the bare minimum and avoiding extra effort. As they started their own families, the difference between the two brothers became even clearer. Chris planned carefully, saved wisely, and worked extra hours when needed. He always thought about how he could provide for his family through his own effort.
Maybe I should take on an extra shift or freelance project to cover these expenses.
Mark, however, kept living as before. When he needed more money, he didn't think of working harder. He thought of who he could call, and most times, that person was Chris.
Hey Chris, can you send me something? Things are tight again this month.
Chris helped whenever he could, but eventually, he started saying no. And when he did, Mark grew angry. He began to tell people that Chris had changed, that he had become proud and selfish. But was Chris really the bad person? This story isn't just about two brothers, it's about how we view responsibility and effort. True neediness comes from genuine inability, not from choosing not to try. Laziness disguised as need is still laziness. Chris wasn't wrong for setting boundaries. He understood that if both of them refused to work hard, there would be nothing for either of them. His discipline wasn't pride, it was stewardship. So here's the lesson. If you want more, you must be willing to put in the effort. Stop blaming those who worked hard for what they have. Don't turn laziness into a reason to rely on others. Every person has the power to make choices, so choose to rise, not to remain idle. So, who is really the bad person? The one who refuses to try.